Have you ever felt like the world is just too much? It's like loud noises, bright lights, or even someone's mood can totally throw you off. Then you might be a highly sensitive person. And trust me, there are 13 problems only highly sensitive people will understand. Yeah, not 5, not 10. We're talking 13. If you've ever been called too emotional or too intense, this is for you. 13 problems only highly sensitive people will understand, and by the end of this video, you'll realize you're not alone. So sit back, get comfy, and let's dive in. You're about to feel seen like never before. Chapter 1. Overthinking everything. Highly sensitive people don't just think. We overthink, analyze, and then go over it all again. Something as small as a quick comment can live rent-free in our minds for days. We wonder, did I say the wrong thing? Did they mean that in a bad way? It's like having 20 tabs open in your brain constantly. Even after something goes well, the brain still replays every moment. What if I had said it differently? We try to read between the lines even when there's nothing there. This can be exhausting and make even simple interactions feel overwhelming. Ever lay in bed at night replaying conversations from 3 days ago? And the worst part? We know we're doing it, but we can't stop. It's like our minds are stuck on a loop we didn't choose. Have you ever found yourself mentally exhausted from just thinking too much? Then yeah, you totally get it. Chapter 2. Feeling others' emotions like they're your own, walking into a room and instantly sensing the vibe. That's everyday life for highly sensitive people. If someone's sad, you feel it deep in your chest like it's your sadness too. And when someone's angry, it's almost unbearable. Even if it has nothing to do with you, it's not just empathy. It's a full-blown emotional download. You don't just notice feelings, you absorb them. This can make crowded places or group dynamics incredibly intense. A single person in a bad mood can ruin your whole day. Have you ever felt emotionally drained just by being near someone upset? And no, it's not just about being nice or compassionate. It's like we don't have a filter for emotions. We soak in everything, whether we want to or not. It's a blessing and a curse. Do you relate? Chapter 3. Getting easily overwhelmed by stimuli. Bright lights, loud music, strong smells. They don't just bother us, they overload us. Imagine trying to think with 5 TVs playing at once. That's how everyday environments can feel. Busy streets, crowded malls, it's total chaos. We need quiet and calm to recharge. It's too much stimulation and we're mentally fried. Even fun things like concerts or parties can wear us out fast. It's not that we don't enjoy them, we just get maxed out quicker. Have you ever had to leave early just to breathe? Being overwhelmed doesn't mean we're weak. It means our nervous systems are just more reactive. It's biology, not drama. But try explaining that to someone who doesn't get it. Chapter 4. Needing more time to process things, quick decisions, not our thing. We need time to think, to feel, to reflect. Someone asks a question, and while they want a fast answer, our brain is doing a full background check on every possibility. We're not slow, we're deep. Highly sensitive people are wired to process things on a deeper level. That means we take longer, but we often see things others miss. We notice patterns, connections, implications. But the pressure to respond fast can be super stressful. Ever felt rushed to speak and ended up regretting what you said? We're thoughtful, not indecisive. But in a world that rewards speed, we feel out of sync. Just need a second to breathe and sort things out. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Chapter 5. Taking criticism very personally, even constructive criticism hits different. A simple comment like "you could have done better" can spiral into hours of self-doubt. We don't just hear the words, we feel them. Our brain starts replaying the moment on a loop. Are they disappointed in me? Am I a failure? It's not that we can't take feedback. We just take it deeply. We reflect, we question, we often go way beyond what was said. Criticism doesn't just sting, it lingers. Have you ever been crushed by a comment others brushed off? We also tend to over-apologize and beat ourselves up, even when no one's actually mad. It's a constant struggle to remind ourselves that we're doing okay, and that one comment doesn't define us. Chapter 6. Needing lots of alone time to recharge after socializing. We're not just tired, we're drained. It's like our emotional battery hits 1%. We need time alone to recharge, and we need it badly, even if we love the people we were with. Sound familiar? Being alone isn't lonely for us, it's healing. Silence, space, and zero pressure to perform is bliss. It's when we process everything that happened and actually relax. Even a 15-minute break alone can feel like a reset. Do you ever just crave being by yourself after a busy day? Some people might think we're being antisocial. But solitude is how we survive emotionally. We're not ignoring anyone, we're saving ourselves. And that's 100% okay. Chapter 7. Struggling with conflict. Even small arguments feel like full-blown wars to us. Raised voices, tense tones, or silent treatments, it all cuts deep. Conflict doesn't just make us uncomfortable, it can feel unbearable. Our hearts race, our stomach tightens, we freeze. It's like our body goes into shutdown mode. We avoid conflict like the plague, even if we know we shouldn't, because we know how long it'll stick with us afterward. One harsh word can echo for days. Have you ever felt shaken for hours after a simple disagreement? It doesn't mean we're fragile, it means we care. We value peace, harmony, and connection. Fights feel like we're being torn from the inside. That's why we tread so carefully. Chapter 8. People-pleasing tendencies. We want everyone to be okay sometimes at our own expense. Saying no feels like betrayal. We often go out of our way just to keep others happy, even if it leaves us totally wiped out. Can you relate? Highly sensitive people often struggle with boundaries. We fear being seen as selfish or uncaring. So we give and give and give until there's nothing left. And then we wonder why we feel so burnt out. Sound familiar? The truth is, we need to learn that saying no is self-care. It doesn't mean we're bad people. It just means we matter too. Ever had to remind yourself that your needs count? Chapter 9. Being deeply moved by art, music, and beauty, a song can make us cry. Sunset can stop us in our tracks. We don't just see beauty, we feel it. Music, art, nature, they stir something in us that's hard to explain. Have you ever felt totally overwhelmed by beauty? Highly sensitive people often feel a deep connection to the arts. A single lyric or color can bring chills. It's one of the most beautiful parts of our sensitivity. It's how we experience life in HD. But it can also be intense. This depth of feeling is powerful. It reminds us we're alive, even when it's overwhelming. And honestly, we wouldn't trade it for anything. Chapter 10. Feeling guilty. All the time we feel guilty for things that aren't even our fault. Someone's upset. We think, was it something I did? We replay situations, even when we know we tried our best. It's like guilt is always hanging around, waiting to pop up. Sound like you? Highly sensitive people are naturally self-reflective. But sometimes that turns into blaming ourselves for everything. Even when no one's mad or upset, we still feel bad. And when we finally say no to someone, instant guilt. Ever felt guilty just for putting yourself first? We need to remind ourselves, it's okay to not carry the weight of the world. We're allowed to have limits. We're allowed to mess up. And most of the time, we're doing way better than we think. Chapter 11. Picking up on tiny details others miss, we notice the little things. Shift in tone, a subtle glance, a slight pause. Highly sensitive people are super tuned in. We catch vibes before anyone says a word. It's like we're emotional detectives. This can be super helpful. We see what others miss. But it can also be stressful. We're always scanning the room, the mood, the energy. It's like our brains never stop observing. Ever notice tension no one else picked up on? It makes us great listeners and thoughtful friends. But it can also make us anxious and overstimulated. We need to remember not every detail means something bad. Sometimes people just blink weird. Don't overthink it. Chapter 12. Needing meaning and everything small talk? Not our thing. We crave deep, real, meaningful conversations. We want to talk about life, purpose, love, pain, not just the weather. Surface level stuff leaves us feeling empty. Do you ever feel drained by shallow convos? Highly sensitive people need to feel connected on a deeper level. We don't want to just exist. We want to understand. Why are we here? What makes people tick? What's the point of it all? Our minds are always digging deeper. We light up when we find someone who thinks the same way. This search for meaning makes life richer, but also more complex. We feel lost in spaces where everything's just meh, and honestly, we'd rather sit in silence than talk about nothing. Are you the same way? Chapter 13. Having a low tolerance for violence or cruelty, we can't just watch for fun when it comes to violent or mean stuff. Movies with cruelty, News full of tragedy, it hurts. Feel it in our bones like it's happening to us. We don't just see suffering, we experience it. Has that ever happened to you? Highly sensitive people have intense emotional reactions to pain and injustice. Even fictional characters can leave us shaken. You might cry at a commercial or feel sick from a documentary. It's not weakness. It's empathy turned all the way up. But it can be emotionally draining. Sometimes people tell us we're too sensitive. But we know that sensitivity is part of what makes us human. It's how we stay compassionate in a world that often isn't. If you saw yourself in these 13 chapters, welcome to the club. Being a highly sensitive person isn't easy, but it's a gift. You feel deeply, love fiercely, see beauty where others don't. And in a world that moves too fast, that kind of depth is rare. So Dante, ever feel like you read too much? You read just right? Now tell me how many of these problems hit home for you. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you felt seen today. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, because here, your sensitivity is your superpower and it's safe to be yourself.